Just want to show you an introduction to Fusion 360. Your screen should open like this. In the corner there, that's showing you're logged in and you've got access to your files that you've saved on the cloud. First thing you want to do is open the data panel and to create a new project called Biomimicry. Awesome. Then you can double click to open that folder and you can see there's nothing in there. So we're now going to start a drawing. The first thing to do is to save that drawing. It's a good thing to do that first. And you want to give it a name, a meaningful name. Okay, and I'm gonna start with a chair. Okay, could be anything, you know, so if you're making a manta ray shaped boat, for example, you can write that in there. Okay, so we save that. And we can see that in this data panel at the side. You see the blue spinning is obviously showing you that it's saving. We don't need that anymore, so we can close that down. Gives us more screen to see what's going on. Now the first thing, this is rule 1, the first thing you should do is you right click over here and you create a new component. And we'll call that, we'll give it a name. And we'll call it chair, because we're going to make the whole thing as one piece. So chair, and then the next thing we do is we create a sketch. I start with a sketch and I'm going to select the face and I'm going to draw it there. And now I've gone into 2D mode. You can see, and now I'm in a 2D sketch mode. And I'm basically going to draw here on this sketch. It's like a sheet of paper, really. If I go into this view, you can see there that this is like a sheet of paper. So I'm going to start to draw a chair shape. I'm going to do a very simple chair shape. You see that's a rectangle there. I'll go back into a front view now that you can see that that's just like drawing on a piece of paper. Here's another useful tip. So we click on here and we zoom fit, and that will move what you've drawn into the picture. Really good to have a scroll wheel mouse, because by using the scroll wheel in the middle, I'm zooming out. So I would highly recommend that you get yourself a scroll wheel mouse. I'm going to draw, you can see that's still highlighted, so I can draw another box or rectangle. You see how it snaps to that point there. I'm going to construct a really simple chair out of some rectangles. And what we can do then, you see we've got to modify. If it goes purple, it's going to disappear. So I'm trimming off the bits I don't need. Call as, and then I've also got this nice little fillet, and it will let me, and I can choose 5mm is nice. So and then we can press enter, and we can do the same thing again. Enter. If we wanted to, whoops, don't forget to go back to your fillet command. Now this time it's chosen a 10 for us. It thinks we might want 10. It kind of predicts, but if I want 15, and you can see you get a preview. Maybe I'll try 11. You can make up your own mind what you think is suitable. 12, and I can do enter. Now this is light blue, which shows me that it's a closed shape, and that's quite important. You can go around and continue to put fillets on if you want to. I'll just show you one other thing while I'm here. I'm going to put a circle in here. It's snapping to the grid, so I'll just put a circle in here, and I can change that to say 10, and then press enter. Now you'll notice that it goes dark grey, or if I'm in the box here, this goes dark grey. So we'll finish the sketch there. Finish sketch. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually extrude that. So I'm going to put it into this home key puts it into like an isometric view. And I'm going to extrude. And I can look at this now. This is important. I'm choosing. And you see that I can select. If I click it again, I deselect it because I actually want to leave a hole in there. So, and then how many millimeters do I want to go? Let's say 50. So you can see this would not be a full-size chair. I've drawn it at this size. You can choose that when you're drawing your rectangles. You can choose the size of them. This is just a quick start to show you how to draw. So if I say 50 millimeters, we can do, I'm happy with that. Now interestingly enough, if I wanted to, you can do some pretty strange things with it there by changing the angle. There, it's called putting a taper on it, and sometimes, there you go, you can make it so it gets bigger as you get further away, but that's not a useful feature for our chair, so we'll leave that at 0 degrees. Okay, and it's a new body, and so we just click on OK. And again, we can zoom fit, poof, and there is a very simple chair. If we wanted to now put a hole through the other side, I can do that. This is still all part of the chair. Okay, so I'm now going to create a sketch on this face here. And I'm going to do a 10 millimeter hole, 10 millimeters, and then press enter. I'm going to finish the sketch. I'm going to extrude again. I'm going to select that. And I can say cut. And there. All. Whoops. Select that again. Oops. Right, so if you get to a point where it's kind of going a bit bananas and not doing what you want it to, you can just press cancel. That's all good, and you can start again. So just keep calm and carry on. If that happens, no dramas. You see that's still selected because it's blue. I can check, that's blue. I'm going to extrude again. And actually I needed to then make it go dark blue in the middle. So I clicked on it. This is all good because you can see how, if things don't go as you expect, how to solve the problem. I'm going to want it to go the other way. So I can just drag, you see how I drag the arrow? I'll want to cut. It remembers I did cut before. And if I go all, that will go all the way through to the other side. I can do okay, and now I've created a hole. I can spin that around and have a look. And you can see, and actually the two holes intersect in the middle, don't they? It's quite cool. So that's basics on how to create a shape, 3D solid model in Fusion 360 using Rule 1, which is really, really important. Thank you.